All right, let's take a look at your top D.C. daily headlines for today. Can President Trump take over U.S. cities? We'll find out today. A court verdict expected today after a 3-day trial on whether President Trump's deployment of nearly 5,000 U.S. Marines and National Guard troops to Los Angeles is legal, or if it violates the 1878 Posse Comitatus Act that bans a president from using the military as a police force on U.S. soil. The president says the deployment was to support ICE agents and protect federal property, but California's Governor Newsom says the president broke federal law and trampled states' rights. The verdict today will have no impact on the president's law enforcement takeover in D.C. because D.C. is a federal district under congressional control and not a state. President Trump choosing a Project 2025 Heritage Foundation economist to lead the Bureau of Labor Statistics. After disappointing jobs and unemployment numbers, the president's pick, E.J. Antoni, says he won't release the numbers anymore. Is the Smithsonian biased? President Trump says it is and is now reviewing and removing some of the exhibits and materials at the Smithsonian's 21 museums. The president has accused the Smithsonian of being influenced by divisive and race-based ideologies, but the Smithsonian says it's always made its presentations of history from a composite collection of scholars and researchers. In D.C., National Guards troops, FBI agents now working the streets as part of law enforcement under President Trump's takeover.
Well, Lucas Tomlinson has more on this from Washington. Good morning.
Good morning, ladies, and good morning, Houston. The National Guard has arrived at the nation's capital under President Trump's orders to fight crime and reduce homelessness. The White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt says this ramped-up presence should last for about a month, maybe.
Within these 30 days, our entire focus is making sure that this is the most efficient operation possible and that we are removing as many criminals from the streets.
At the Justice Department, the newly confirmed U.S. Attorney for D.C., Jeanine Pirro, was asked about violent crime being down in the nation's capital 26% over the past year.
You tell the mother of the intern who was shot going out from McDonald's near the Washington Convention Center, oh, crime is down. No, that falls on deaf ears, and my ears are deaf to that, and that's why I fight the fight.
Federal law enforcement agents are also assisting. FBI Director Kash Patel posting the results. On the first big push of FBI supporting Donald Trump, initiative to make D.C. safe again, FBI reported 10 arrests with partners. These include 1 arrest on a search warrant for a prior murder charge, multiple unlawful possession of firearms, multiple outstanding warrants for DUI, and 1 arrest for violation of a restraining order. President Trump has ordered 800 National Guard soldiers to help local law enforcement patrol the streets. The D.C. police force is short about the same number of cops right now.
The head of D.C.'s police union says he doubts the crime has come down as much as city officials say. Denise, Lena?
Okay, Lucas, thank you so much for that. So 30 days unless Congress steps in and maybe extends that. Good to see you.
You bet. See you, ladies.